Our first intersection with the Toronto Raptors actually came before the Raptors was a thing. And then at that time, we saw the opportunity for our community to be involved in this expansion project that was coming to town. I remember having the opportunity of spending time with Isaiah Thomas at the time as we looked at the possibilities of how the Black community could be engaged in this expansion franchise. As a bookstore, that's important. As people engage in information and knowledge, that's very important. Blackhurst is Bathurst Street. And Bathurst Street, we are located at Bathurst and Bloor in the Annex neighborhood in Seaton Village. And this neighborhood has such a rich and long history of people of African descent from the days of the Underground Railroad. And in this neighborhood of Black excellence, and I don't only want to say excellence because everybody says that, right? Assets, we're going with assets in this neighborhood. The spirit of people who came from the Caribbean in waves in the 1950s and 60s. So Blackhurst and Bathurst was a place where you came to say, excuse me, you know, you know my cousin. The space that we are in is a Different Booklist Cultural Centre. And I'm proud to report that the Different Booklist Bookstore is now, I don't want to say tenant because that's not a good word, but they're one of the partners now in this cultural center. Out of the experience of the bookstore came the cultural center. People, and we didn't say that, people began to refer to us, oh my gosh, this is a cultural center, we meet, we do all of these kind of things. And people, then the demands, we want to show a film, you know, we want to dance, we want to have a party, we want to do so many things. People come into a cultural center, they come in to be informed, they come in for change, they come in for improvement in their minds. When people come into a bookstore, they also come into those spaces to be elevated.
I think a Different Booklist is really important because it is a hub for the community. It's a place where people come and they gather. They want to know, you know, what's going on with you, what's next, what are you trying to do? And it just becomes this place which is more than a store. And I think that is the beauty of it, because whether they know you or not, they try to know you.
The Buy a Brick campaign is very important for us. It's one of the ways too that as a cultural center, we get to raise funds and contribute in the campaign. And it is so cool. You can write your name, you can write the name of someone in history. You could dedicate the brick to your family. Maybe it was an important address, an organization that existed and doesn't exist any longer, but did great work. The wall is a record of memory. It's one of those things that when you enter the space in the future and you see yourself up there, you're gonna think, I have been part of something greater than myself. I have built infrastructure in the city.
The cultural hub is something that is going to outlive Miguel and Aita. It's going to outlive me. This is something that we are creating for generations that are going to come. And that is the beauty of it is, and often when we speak about legacy, we speak about, you know, the people who have already come and gone, but we're alive. And we encourage people from all walks of life to invest in this and to be a part of this, because this is a rare moment where we are creating legacy while living. And it's not, oh, we're going to create this cultural center and name it after Aita and Miguel when they're gone. They're here, spearheading this. And I think that is such a beautiful thing that, you know, my daughter and her generation can take on and be like, I remember them. I used to come there. My dad's books were on sale there. I went to events there and see and take on some ownership of this, because after we are gone, this is for them.